So today I wanted to unbox some coloring supplies that I received today. Ordered them the other day after watching a YouTube video about them. And it seems like it's a new tool that I can add to my um, collection of pigments. So let's open up. I'll try to. There we go. What does it say? Multi-ink. Okay, this is it. Staedtler 36 pigment brush pens. These are the type of pens similar to the Faber-Castell Pitt pens that come in colors as well as just black. Um, 36 colors. And it has this thing that's called multi-ink, which I guess is trademarked by them. New multi-ink technology with high-end pigments combines color brilliance and extreme light fastness. Color fidelity on a wide range of surfaces, even after long exposure to light. Um, Ideal for brush lettering, drawings, illustrations, or colorings. And from what I know, or learned basically from the review that I watched on YouTube, which I actually had put on my wall. Um, they're waterproof. They are blendable. There seems like there's like a time sequence as to how long they're blendable for. Because they are waterproof. Um, the line size they make is 2 millimeter and higher. It says the hand orientation is ambidextrous, which I think that I've discovered that matters to people who are left-handed. I never thought about coloring supplies being, like colored pencils and things, being an issue for people who are left-handed, but I found that out from some people. Um, yeah, there's something, I'm trying to find more about the ink, but I'm not seeing it here where I looked, and I probably should have investigated before I did this video, but um, I do have a video about these on my wall on YouTube. So, um, and if you ask for it, I'll post it again because I have it saved in one of my playlists. So let's see. I'm not one much to swatch and all that, and like I'm actually doing this really quickly before I actually get to work on work things. But I don't want to start coloring because if I do, I will never stop. Um, that seems to happen to me. I love coloring. Okay, so this is how they come out. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so just do like this. Kind of like the Faber-Castell Black Edition. This thing comes off. And this is the largest set, the 36. And they were $42. They're actually like on sale right now. Okay, now how do I get in here this way? It doesn't take much for me to be challenged. I think it's so hard about other things. I can't do simple things very well. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. There it is. Oh, that's cool. It just flips up. Oh, nice. Okay. So let's see what we have here. That's kind of flimsy. Flimsy but firm. How does that happen? Let's see what pens we have here. And I think it was these that I was watching that even though the pens might seem like they're kind of like small, I guess the way that you use them, because you can blend them, excuse me, losing my voice, um, and they're heavily pigmented, and that's what I liked. That was sold it for me. When I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting them. They're so heavily pigmented that a little goes a long way, and that really mattered to me. Um, so these are some of the colors. I'm not really going to go through the whole thing, not today, because I even though I want to color with these today, I can't. I have to do work. So there's all these colors. Um, I kind of like this box. I'm kind of crazy about containers. Okay, so these are all blues and greens. A couple purples. And because you can blend these, I'm interested. Like even though like I'm just eyeballing and I don't see like a kind of dark, like deep purple with blue undertones. I can always add blues to it to give it the type of undertone I want the purple to have, which is something I want to play with. And another reason why I bought this and some other things that are coming, which I will do an unboxing too, is because I'm really kind of starting to explore. In my head, I can feel I'm connecting to how to make art with different tools. Because my thing is, I'm so connected to oil painting as far as doing anything artistic. And I may actually post one of my paintings to my walls just so you can see what I was doing before before coloring, doing coloring book coloring. Um, yeah, but I feel my head when I did the acrylic, um, the sip and paint with Joe Comfort Zone with the acrylic paints, something kicked in, and I think it was like my oil painting head got a real like boosh. It was like, yeah, you can do this. Um, you can do this with these things. You can do this. The thing that you love about oil painting, you can do it with other things. There's just what do you call them? Adjustments that you have to make in your technique, your hand, things like that, and of course your tools, in order to do that. And because I'm hoping for a really creative summer, because I have purchased quite a few things. Well, not quite a few things. It makes it sound like it's a whole lot, but I've purchased some things to round out what I have to give me options. And so I guess I'll have a discussion on that another time. So these are the browns and one green. Why is that green? Maybe that green was supposed to be in there. I don't know. But gray tones for like grayscale kind of work or whatever. So this is what I got. I suppose you probably want to look at a pen, huh? So let's look at one. Let's look at an orange. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So it's a very small tip. This I actually like because you know me, when I want to get rid of lines, which I don't know why I do that. I don't know. It just calls me. It's like, no, I don't like that line. Get rid of those lines in this image. I don't know what that is. I think that's another thing with my oil painting head kicking in too, with removing the lines. Um, yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. And so you can look for a video at some point of me coloring with these, because I have been thinking about what to color with these. when I finally decide what that is, I'll probably do like a live or an upload of that. But I'm still thinking about it because I also have some other things coming um, that are going to help me with things that I already have and things I haven't had before. So stay tuned for that. So I like this box. It's nice. Oh, here we go. Qu'est-ce que qu'est-ce que qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce what? Anyway, let me stop. I'm trying to talk French when I'm hardly awake. That's not really a good thing to do. I think I'm thinking of that song by the Talking Heads, Psycho Killer. Because in it, Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 better. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so this gives me the lowdown on how to use these. So I'll be reading this to get a handle on exactly what these things do. And it's possible that I may be swatching them, or at least doing something in my sketchbook and perhaps on live to try and so you can watch me fumble and trying to figure these out. Um, okay, so it gives you a tip. It says intensify colors with multiple layers of ink by going over the same ink color multiple times. The color saturation and color density can be enhanced, and color gradients can be created. Mixing colors, new interesting shades can be created by layering 2 or more different colors. Okay, and this is something that I think where something kind of clicked in my head recently from what I mentioned before. Um, the ability, I think, what I need to do as far as like coloring, with pencils and markers of different types, pencils of different types, crayons of different types. This is what I think I need to tap into is how each one blends, how to blend with each one of them, how to layer color with each one of them, how to layer color, get color intensity with each one of them, because those are um, three of the things, I think I said three things, that I like about oil painting. The only thing I'm not going to get from these other pigments that I get from oil painting is the thickness and the viscosity of the oil paint, which I absolutely love. It's like slabbing on thick slabs of paint onto a canvas and moving it, pushing it, and like it's I don't know. As you can tell, I'm attached to it. It's an experience. And it does that in a way that acrylic paint doesn't because of the oil that the oil that you mix with the pigment, the medium you mix with it. Um, so, but those three other things I can do with other coloring tools, and I need to tap more into that. Um, so that's kind of a coloring goal for me. Is to do that, which is another reason why I've bought the things that I've bought. And I don't like that shadow there, so I'm going to turn the slide on. I've been talking for 13 minutes. Let's see if we can keep this at just 15. Um, and I think I'm going to end it here because even though I have another thing that I received, I'm going to wait on that one. And let this one be by itself. This video be by itself. So then this says tip-to-tip blending. Is suitable for thin areas where you don't have enough space to get a blend using other techniques. Okay, tiny coloring might be good for me for that. These might be good for me for mythographic books, possibly, because they have such a small tip. So right now I'm thinking, okay, like what about a combination of these and Caran d'Ache pencils? Because Caran d'Ache pencils also have a small diameter tip. Okay. Um, use a light color as your brush. Oh, use a light color as your brush, then carefully add a bit of darker color to the tip. This technique can also be used to blend colors from different color families. Okay, I don't exactly, that's not registering in my brain right now, but I'll read it over and actually do it when I read it next time so I can see what they mean. Realizing color gradients with one or more colors is possible as long as the ink is still wet on the paper. And that's what I was talking about or kind of inferring earlier. Um, to get that smooth gradient, like there's a certain point when it's dry, you're not moving it. It's not going anywhere. Um, Smear-free outlines are easy to achieve with our innovative ink. Once the ink has dried, outlines can be overpainted. This feature offers a wide range of possibilities. For example, draw outlines in objects with the multi-ink first, and then add a little background color with watercolor paints. Okay, so we're talking about using these with watercolor paints, which is okay. I got some of those, and I need to use them, and that's my plan. I'm actually making ventures into water. Yes, I am. Um, okay, so they come in different tips, but I didn't want big ones. I didn't want the big tips. I wanted small. Um, that's what I need. What I've need more of is small tip things because, like I said, that's one reason why I don't like tiny coloring is because the diameter of everything's too big, and I don't want to use a paintbrush to do it, like paintbrush and like a pencil or whatever. I don't know. I don't like that. I like whatever tool it is I'm using to be the thing hitting the page. The tool with the color, I want it to hit the page. I don't know what it is, but that's what I want. Call me crazy, but I know that's the connection that I like, and I can't, because it almost looks like magic when you do that, I don't know. So they come in pigment brush pens, which is what I have. Pigment soft brush pens. I think that's what I have. Does it say 372 or 371? What's it say? I don't even remember. All I know is eyeballing it is small enough for me. What's it say on the website here? Da-da-da-da. Or is this the manufacturer's site? Da-da-da-da. Hmm. Okay, these are 371s. Yep, they're 371. So, yeah, so this is the pigment brush pen. Okay, that's what I thought I had. Not the soft brush pen, but it's like firmer, which is what I need. Okay, and it says, what exactly is multi-ink? They say, we at Staedtler thought about how we can revolutionize the world of ink. As a result, we have developed an ink that combines the advantage of several different ink systems. Our multi-ink is based on premium pigments, which means that you can achieve extreme light fastness and exceptional color brilliance even after years of UV exposure. Struggling with smudges while overpainting? No longer a problem for you. Say goodbye to ghosting through paper and bleeding through paper. You can use multi-ink on almost all surfaces like photo paper, wood, or any artist paper. Transform your artworks into vivid and long-lasting masterpieces. Get multi-creative. Um, It says that the ink is permanent and waterproof on many surfaces, which means you don't have to worry if a drop of water falls onto your artwork. With this feature, a combination of watercolor paints or other water-based inks with our multi-ink is possible, um, which is something that I'm probably going to be playing with. I want to do the multimedia thing, and like I said, at a certain point, I think it like doesn't. At a certain point, there's no like you got to go in with the next thing with the water. Next thing you want to kind of blend with these like soon, like right away, because they are not going to have that capability once it's dry. So, um, so I'm looking forward to playing with these, and that is going to be the end of my video, I guess. Oh, they got a scan code there, which like I'll probably do that at some point. But I gotta get to work. So that's one of my new acquisitions. There's more that I'll be showing coming up. I think I don't know. Some will arrive tomorrow, and some probably I don't know. They might not arrive till next week. Actually, some of them. So take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye bye.